Hey folks, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to Rimworld. I apologize for the long break between series. I needed some time to recharge and then stuff kept happening, but all that is behind us now. So, as you may have guessed, we're going to be leaning hard into genetics, hopefully of the horrible variety. We'll be using Pawn Morpher, and no humans will be getting ovipositors, so stop asking. We're also going to be using Vanilla Genetics Expanded, which absorbed all the other genetics mods and is apparently pretty cool. The vastly expanded Vanilla Ideology Expanded will make up the third corner of our little triangle, as I'm hoping to create a whole society around this ball of genetic insanity. Well, I guess there's another big mod, which is Vanilla Psychcast Expanded, but that wouldn't make a triangle. Maybe if we added T, we could make a pentagon? But geometry isn't relevant right now. So we've been dealing with some fairly harsh biomes for a while, especially since the entire last run was pitch black, so we're going to find something a little more friendly. Better yet, I'm including a mod called Biome Transitions. So when your tile borders a tile with a different biome, they kind of spill in together. So maybe you have a temperate forest and some grassland to one side, and they kind of like mix together in between. I haven't actually tested this as such. I just assume it works because I didn't get any fatal errors when I load it. So that's fine. So for our backstory, I think that we're going to be a team of geneticists that were exiled from their previous research department, both for their reach being beyond their grasp and a cheerful willingness to test on humans. Not undergraduate students, but actual real people. Anyway, this did not go over well with the ethics board, and the head of the project, along with some close friends, were shipped off somewhere to face their crimes. Luckily for them, the ship conveniently exploded, landing them in the middle of nowhere, free to do whatever they want. So for our ideology, I want almost the opposite of last runs. Since their friends don't mind being experimental subjects, and also they aren't really given any choice, there's going to be a lot of humanoid monsters around that are still colonists, technically. We're going to have a very open ideology to begin with, because we'll accept anyone that still considers themselves human. This will probably change over time, in fact it's guaranteed to, because the vanilla ideology mods will ensure that we have schisms and other problems on a regular basis, and that sounds super fun to me. So to round off our original pentagon, I feel that as our humanity slips away, many in the colony are going to be much more powerful in the realm of the mind, so Vanilla Psychcast Expanded is here to help. I mean, let's face it, the original Psychcasts were okay, but they weren't usually a game changer. Psychcast Expanded is a big overhaul that's very popular, and I am looking forward to using it. Okay, and that's it for the big mods. There's other bits and pieces, like Rimsenal, so we can get the wonderful friendly fire gun, mass graves, architecture options, and so much more, including our regular group of quality of life stuff. We'll just discuss it as it comes up. And so, with that, let's get started. So I wrote up a custom scenario because I don't want to be like refugees, I want to be the bad guys. I think it'll be cool. So one thing that the morph thing does do is it starts you with 4 people instead of 3. So I'm going to keep that. That sounds interesting. So we'll go ahead and we're going to set this up, reload anytime. Give that 30% or 50%, I'm sorry. And do we want to change this? Yes. No? That's fine. Okay, so what do we have here? Desert? No. Temperate forest? Might be nice. Arid shrubland? Yeah, we could border up to that. Temperate forest would be nice. Boreal forest? Well, that's been a long time. We could set up somewhere down here. Let's say primarily on a temperate forest, but next to a boreal forest. That'd be a really tough way to go. Ooh. With mountains like right next to us right there. Still, this might be a nice sunny location here. Temperate forest bordering up against arid shrubland. We're by a road, which is nice. We're far enough away from all these factions that I don't think we'll have any trouble. Yeah, let's try this. Let's see what happens. Large size and medium. And let's go ahead and let's do this. So, for our ideology, we want to go fluid. So, let me go ahead and set this up. I should have set one up and then loaded it. Okay, so I think I have this all set up here without being too crazy. So we are, of course, the dangerous fools. We are mad scientists. The narrative doesn't really matter. All this does, let's see here, there must be no limits to genetic engineering. That's awesome. We hate autonomous weapons for some reason. I don't really know why. And of course, failure is just shameful. Obviously, humanoid hybrids are fine. We don't care about death. People come, people go. More importantly, they have important organs. We can, shop around. Maybe we can even build a new one. It'll be fun. We're going to be working faster on implants. Apparently, that was one that was automatic. Neutral on mutations and transformations because we don't care. Everyone needs to be wearing clothes. We don't care if they're a former human or not. But you shouldn't eat them because that's a terrible idea. Corpses, yeah, gross. What a waste. Honestly. If we decide to revert back to a human, that's fine. We shouldn't feel like we need to do it, but, that's okay. So research. You can set research speed from very slow to very fast. I'm going to leave it on normal because I think there's too many other things that I'm giving myself an advantage on that having research sped up as well is just going to be, it'll go bad. And I don't think I changed anything else. Oh, organs. Yep. We can go ahead, we can yank them out of people, buy, sell, install. It's all good. No big deal. And that is it, I think. You watch as the pieces of starship streak across the sky. You realize that you're going to need to bootstrap a fully technic colony on our own. Ooh, that should be a pain. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's meet our colonists. So we've got Condent, who came originally as a renegade engineer, likes building things, like crafting things, likes, kind of tinkering around. We've got Moto, who was a mutagen junkie and managed to learn quite a bit about medicine, which you can imagine that would happen, and now hates everybody and likes only their plants, which makes perfect sense to me. We've got Mort, who was a bookworm, turned archaeologist, really likes their space, like in a nice quiet place, so they're going to do their best not to go outside. And then we have Grange, who really, really likes animals. Once upon a time, a rancher. Well, we're going to call him a rancher, even though they are a pig farmer. So there's that. And then somewhere in here, we have a Casune. So amazing. I love them. So let's take a look at this map. I haven't even looked yet. What are we looking at here? Mountains along this side. That's kind of cool. No, this isn't bad at all. So we could build up with our back against... Oh my god, look at this area. This would be phenomenal. What's the train look like in here? Fine. I mean... There's a place for some central farms. Oh, this. Wow. Wow. Okay, so we're just going to set up for the first night in a temporary structure. So first off, let's kind of clear the entire map. Allow it everything. Oh, well, I'm showing you UI things. So here is... let me bring that back up. I made it disappear here. I think it's called colonist groups or pawn groups or something like that. So you can go ahead and you can set up various groups. I only have one group set up so far. What you can do, though, and what's really awesome, is that you... Can I do that from here? No, I have to do it from here. Okay. You can send them off to do a couple things, like, for example, to take a break, eat a meal, get some rest. Like, this is fantastic. You know what? So I'll actually have to keep this up here. Okay, there we go. So now at least we've got the ads up there. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. And so let's take a look at labor here. Okay, I think this will work as some starting priorities here. I don't think I love this, but I think I have everyone basically covered. So that's going to have to be good enough. So over here, it'd be nice if there's a temporary structure nearby that I could borrow some pieces from. Not especially. Look, this is all steel. Oh my god. This is almost like too overpowered. Well, anyway, let's not look at gift building in the mouth. So first of all, we're going to want to get everything going here just for our first day. So how do we want to set this up? Let's just set up a little lean-to like right here. Let me turn off some of the stuff here. Roofs is fine. Home zone, not fine. And I don't want that stuff broken up by category. Okay, good. So let's go ahead, let's just move these walls. We'll make a little horrible indoor area right here. And then, kind of go from there. Okay, so we'll build two wall sections. We'll just go ahead and we'll build these out of wood. We've got a lot of wood sitting around here, so that's no problem. Structure, wall. I have not played this in a while, so you're going to have to kind of cut me some slack here, okay? Wooden door. Yep. Let's go ahead and let's put a roof over this, please. This is only going to have to last like the first night, so it's going to suck. But tomorrow, once we've gathered up a bunch of our stuff, we can kind of go from there. And then inside here, I'm going to throw 3 sleeping spots on the ground, of course. And then we need our stockpile zone. Let's see here. We could put a regular stockpile zone out here for right now. And we could put all of our food and medicine in here. I like that. Let's do that. Foods. Not rotten. Yep, and let's put that on important. And this can have everything else. That's fine. It can have it on normal. We'll build a roof over the top of it, more or less. Something like that. And once that gets going, we'll turn that into home, of course. And we'd better get going right away on our planting. There are indeed a ton of animals on here, but we'll have to go from there. Oh, does anyone have sci stuff? Oh, no one has any Silinks. Okay, well, they're pretty cool. It's a whole like tree, so we'll come across that at some point. We'll go over it all. It's really neat. So let's take a look at the fertility here again. This is a great map, by the way. If you've never used these buttons, this is fertility, and this is where there are roofs. There are currently no roofs, so you can't see them, but we can see fertility. So green is 100%. The stony soil is only 70%, and if you have the dark green, it is 140, sorry. So I'm not too concerned about this being one way or another, but we will go ahead and we'll start planting on the fertile soil. So let's just put in a big growing zone here for, let's say, potatoes. I like potatoes. Good. Having a good authority that potatoes are great no matter where you are. And then we'll want to start up, oddly, some cotton, because we're going to need quite a bit of that later, and it takes a long time to grow. So, cotton. And we're going to need... Where does that zone end? We're going to need a bunch of Hiora, even though I know that no one can make it. I'm just trying to put it in this. I don't know why I'm doing this. Yep. Our grower will learn how to do all this stuff sooner rather than later. Is that going to be enough food? Is there anything else I need? Not really. Yeah, no, I think that's fine for right now. Okay. Well, let's make our potato farm a little bigger. There we go. But first of all, we need to haul all of our crap inside here. Oh, and we have some weapons here to start with. So this weapon, this is a muta rifle. I don't understand this weapon. This weapon fires balls of jellied mutinite, which mutate on contact. It does 1 damage, so this is not a weapon. On the other hand, this has a 5 stopping power. So although this won't actually do any damage to people, it will really slow somebody down on the way in. And then we just have some other guns. I don't really understand why we got what we got. It's an ancient wheel, but that's okay. So, what are our shooters at? 6, 8, 6, 0. A plasteel mutinite spear. Which tends to mutate anyone who gets stabbed by it. Grange, good news. You get that. How cool is that? And... why don't you grab the muta rifle, and then the 2 of you... Oh, I have all these guns. I must have accidentally screwed something up, sorry. Go ahead and grab a bolt action rifle and convert it to... We'll figure it out. Sorry. Okay, so one more thing here. So we want to send them all out to haul everything urgently. Haul all map items urgently. So, go ahead. Do your thing. You don't have a weapon? Oh, oops. Crap. Oh, it's been a long time. I'm sorry. Wow, they got together really fast there. And let's go ahead and let's create a dumping stockpile over here, just so there's some place to like throw rocks and stuff, for example. So you guys all have things to do, right? Well, I haven't set up your hours. Okay. So sleep that much. I'm gonna have you wake up at 7. I'll give you that extra hour of sleep. That's nice of me. I want you to wake up and go to work. You can have a little bit of time there. Oh, jeez, that's right. I forgot these don't drag. We'll just color this in. And I actually want 2 hours of recreation in the evening. And I want you to take another thing, right? I don't know, kind of like that. We'll call that good enough. It's not great, but whatever. Man, we're going to have to eat a table tomorrow. Eat off a table. Build a table so that we can eat off of it. You're having a party? Okay. Yay, go you guys. This is quite the party. Woo! Yeehaw. Alright, and I didn't remember to cut these. That's not quite done growing. That one is ready to be harvested. Yeah, we've got some berries and stuff over here we can eat if we get really desperate. So while they're sleeping, let's kind of plan out what we're going to do here. So I want to kind of spill over in this direction, because that's going to have the smallest disruption to the rest of our base, especially to the growing area. So maybe we could do something like this. Let's put in some planning. Here, maybe use a nice subtle color. What if I just did something quick and dirty like this to start out with? That wouldn't be too bad. I could actually put in, let's say... Well, actually, yes, that would be too bad. Let's see here. So let's do something like this. I'm not used to having 4 people, so this is all kind of new and surprising to me. We could just build everything out of wood for right now. Yeah, that's fine. So I've got 4 bedrooms, so that's kind of cool. Well, you know, we'll dig out this silver on our way through. This is actually going to be our cooking butchering area, and I told you the wrong button. This is the one that shows roofs. So we will pop a roof open for that and put in a cooler, and then this is going to be our outdoor storage. So I'm happy with that. Let's just go ahead and let's just put the structure up. Wooden walls. God. Who does that? Alright, and now we just wait for morning. Idle already? Oh, I can fix that, buddy. And will you not do anything else to fill your time? Oh no, because you're a researcher. Ah, okay. So I didn't have any of that turned on for you. Okay, sorry about that. And let's cut down some fully grown trees too. Maybe that's pretty close. That's not that, you know, close. That one's fine. The important part is we should have more than enough lumber to finish up what we need here. Okay, good. This is looking good. So let's go ahead and let's put in the inside wall here. This is probably going to be... Let's see here. Okay, we're going to take out that spot right there. We're going to take out some of this steel. This is going to be our cooking and butchering area. I just put this in here to kind of make it a little easier to see where it is I'm going to put things. Actually, this is not a good way to do it, but I just want to make sure I've got like a butchering room as its own separate room. So same thing. Let's grab a planter box. Huh. That's cute. Obviously, we'll make this out of wood, being the most sterile of all materials. Why don't you guys come mine this quick? You want to go change how I look, huh? Why can't I keep you busy? Shouldn't we have some steel from our spaceship exploding? Do we really not have any steel? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. That could even be called bad. Okay. Yeah. I don't care about the urns. Stay there. Okay. Well, I screwed something up, obviously. Yeah, I have to attack this stuff to destroy it. Oh, you guys are wearing your parkas. Don't do that. Don't wear parkas. Thank you. Why are you starving? We still have a few meals left. Although I've got to set up some hunting right now, actually. So what do we have? Do we have anything that's nearby? Boars would be fine. Oh, they're all right here. Okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go kill those guys. We need them. Pretty badly. And then we need to set up a separate storage zone in here. Stockpile zone, whatever. For animal corpses. And that will actually be critical. Okay. Oh no, I forgot a table. Okay, everybody calm down. Okay. I got this. I got this. We'll get a table. Look at all this neat stuff. These have really funny names. These are awesome. A hanging bed, stuff like that. But unfortunately, we're just going to start out with just the super boring stuff, sorry. One by one wooden table. We'll put it here. And then you can have some wooden stools to sit upon. Okay. Need defenses, yeah. As a matter of fact, I agree. So who can I borrow for a couple of minutes? I can borrow you. Come here, Moto. We're gonna come destroy these cars, hopefully. There's some hunting going around. That's good. I've never actually done this. It's kind of fun. Need a meal source. Yeah, I know. We're working on it. Okay, wow. We're gonna have to bring everybody next time. Oh, and that only gives you slag. Okay. Oh, this is pretty bad with the whole steel bit. I mean, we've got some steel right here that we're going to mine anyway. I just wasn't expecting to be mining at the start here. That is really going to slow us down. That is really going to slow us down. Oh, someone gets a slightly bigger room because I can't count. Huh, okay. So this will be our butchering room back here. It needs to be in a separate room, even though the store walls be propped open, because otherwise, like, blood and goo comes through. So let's go ahead. Butcher creature. Let's see here. Forever. And set an ingredient radius such that it's actually inside our base, more or less. Visitor. Yeah, hi. I'd be happier to meet with you if we weren't, like, just on the brink of starvation. Let's actually go ahead, because we don't have time to get power and stuff set up. Let's go ahead and let's just build, like, a campfire for tonight. We'll cook outside or something. Thank you. And I can set up some cooking bills here. It's more space efficient if they work, or more time efficient rather, if they work on 4. But if that doesn't happen, then that doesn't happen. And 20 meat's not good for anything yet. And you are all going to starve. Unless you decide to eat all my raw meat. That's mildly irritating. Please stop eating my raw meat. Oh no, you're cooking. Okay, thank you. Good. Fine. Excellent. I'm happy. And now that we've got beds, we can go ahead and we can take that apart, and they'll stop getting that penalty. Okay, and we're going to need some power. Let's start out with... Oh, turbines are fun, but you know what? Let's build a generator. That makes a certain amount of sense, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe. We don't have the materials for it. Do we have 2 components? We should. Yeah. No steel, but that's okay. Nor wood, but I can also fix that. Here, actually... I don't know if they need to be roofed in or not. We'll just do it like that. And then... we're gonna need this area, so just chop these trees down anyway. I don't really care if they give us much. Okay, there's our generator up. So go ahead and get that taken care of. And we need to put a cooler in down here. Look at this, I'm even putting it the right direction, even though it's in a stupid spot. And we'll need some power run down, please. If you folks wouldn't mind. I may even give you some lights. And let's bring this down to a nice cold temperature. We can unforbid this, and you know what? Let's give you a light. How about that? In fact, I'm going to use these wall lights. I like these. They don't put out much light, but they look cool. I don't know. Well, I think they look cool. A mad hare. It will attack everyone it sees. Oh, okay. Are you carrying a dead body? Yeah. How about the rest of you? Quick! Spring into action! Come defend Mort, who doesn't even know they're being pursued by a rabbit. Oh, you have noticed. You just opted not to do much about it. Careful, you idiots. Is it across her nose, not up it? Thank you, team. Can you hold us back, please? Sure, by range. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we'll copy the bills. We'll paste them here. Those will be sufficient for now. We can go ahead. We can take this apart. You wouldn't mind just taking that apart, please. Thank you. And one last thing here, temperature-wise. You all need vents, which you'll get at some point. And looks like you'll be okay temperature-wise. Probably. Oh, that's right. This room is very dirty. I was going to put some floors in and then I forgot. This really sucks not having any steel. What's the cheapest floor I can put in? Wooden floorboards. Yeah, 6. Not quite so much. 2. Okay. Yep, floor this area in. It's really important that people not get food poisoning. Really important. Okay, now someone's got to be really high on cleaning. Probably shouldn't be my researcher. Well, actually... no, that's a terrible idea. How about my grower? You keep this place clean, please. And we have to build that thing so that someone can make themselves feel pretty. Is it a barber's table? Is that what they wanted? No, a styling station. Whatever. That's fine. It's not like we're dying because we don't have any materials or anything, you know, whatever. And most importantly, let's put in a horseshoe pin. And they can have a chess table a little bit later. Ooh, it's hot in here. Okay. We should give it a name. Oh, I like this. Humanitarian Accord of Dodos. That actually makes a certain amount of sense. And what should we call this place? Dr. Summit? That's dumb. Best? Where do we live? Oh, we live in the best town. We're just saying. So yeah, I should probably put like a vent in out here when someone's got some time. It's pretty hot in these 2 rooms. And didn't I remove the ceiling? Oh, I didn't. I thought I did. Just kidding here. So actually, instead of wasting our silver on that, or our steel on that, let's just come take some roofing out of this area. And I guess we can just leave this door open then. Let's see if that's enough. A meteorite of compacted steel, really? Oh, it's way down there. Okay, still, it's nice to know it's there. Yeah, I guess we'd put in another over-the-wall vent. Such a waste of materials. So those of you who love mining, good news. You're gonna get to come do some mining. I'm aware, by the way, that there is like an option to mine the entire deposit, but I like the micromanagement. I think it's fun. And while we're building things, it's fun. Research. We need to get going on that. Production, simple research table, again, out of wood, which we don't have enough of. Let's give you one of those crazy chairs, can we? Yes. Yes. Try that. Man, looks like we'll need to come chop down some more trees. I'm aware this is not an efficient way of dealing with trees. I just don't want to go around and click on a bunch of them. Alright, good morning, campers. So, we've got our research table built. So, what do we want to research? Good God, we've got a lot of options here. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to start with the really boring stuff, like being able to make a gun. And not even like good guns, just like guns in general. Wow, those are expensive. Yeah, we're gonna have to go smithing to microelectronics. Or should I start with microelectronics? No. Well, we do have some weapons. They're not great weapons. And if we go to microelectronics, then what we do? We could do hospital beds and stuff like that. The problem is, any of the good weapons need to go through machining anyway. It's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 6,000. You know what? Let's learn how to make solar panels. That seems like a good idea to me, doesn't it? Anima pod. What are you? Oh, okay. Well, come harvest it, somebody. How are we doing on food? Not good. Let's pick a bunch more animals and go kill them. Ooh, alpaca. Bet those are nice. And we're gonna eat them. And the turkeys. And by then, something else had better come through, or else we're gonna have some trouble. I really don't want to deal with the gigantolopes, I really don't. Or something might decide to eat our crops. I don't love that idea either. So now you should be happy, right? Slept in the cold. Well, I'm sorry. Ish. Actually, I should care about that. Let's give you guys a heater. And it looks like I need to go more, pardon me. Get some more mining done. It's like he scares the crap out of me. I didn't need that. Oh, I wish you guys would get up a little closer. You would hunt so much faster. Okay, well I tell you what, I think we've got this thing more or less under control here. I really am pleased with this start. I like the fact that we have all these weird mutations going already, although I don't think I showed them to you. But they're really quite cool. This is kind of neat. So you're still mostly human. Oh, that's cool. I guess I didn't notice that. Grizzly bear morph. Hair morph? The man-rabbit hybrid. Well, anyway, so, yeah, my closing remarks here. So, first of all, as I always point out, if you enjoy Rimworld, or if this looks like fun to you, you should go buy it. It's very important to continue to buy the games made by the developers that we love, so they can continue to make them. You should also get the soundtrack because composers don't get the credit they need. And also, if you want to help me pay my mortgage, I do have a Patreon. Click like, whatever it is, all that kind of stuff. But in any case, thanks for watching. See you next time.